And speaking of the pandemic, after a delay, 8th graders finally take the controversial SHSAT. Tonight, Ron Lee has more on the high-stakes exams for the best schools in the city.
How are you feeling right now?
Nervous because SHSAT is hard.
How are you feeling right now?
A bit nervous.
As they waited in line to get into IS 187, these 8th graders were fully aware that if they did not do well on the specialized high school admissions test, their goal of attending one of the city's 8 specialized public high schools in September would be out of reach.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Brooklyn Tech, but I want to get a score high enough for STI.
I've been thinking about going to Brooklyn Tech for a long time now, and I really hope the dream comes true.
The results of this one exam are the only criteria used by Stuyvesant, Brooklyn Tech, and the city's 6 other specialized public high schools to determine who gets in. But critics say this admission system, which is mandated under state law, exacerbates the problem of education inequity. They cite the fact that the overwhelming majority of students in the 8 schools are white or Asian, but most students in the public school system are black or Hispanic. Rafiq Islam says he would like for his son, Rayhan, to join his daughter at Brooklyn Tech. And while he believes the city's top schools should maintain a strict admissions policy, he proposes a compromise.
I understand their concern, so then they should increase the number of schools with better quality so that the children of New York City can get better education.
Some of the 8th graders who took the SHSAT told me while they can't wait to find out which schools will offer them admission, they are optimistic that they performed well.
Overall, it's actually a little bit harder than I expected, but when I started going over it, I realized that I did the best that I could, and it went overall pretty well.
It was pretty okay. Some questions were hard, some questions were easy.
To me, the math was much more easier than the ELA, but both are pretty easy.
Now that the test is over, the wait for these students begins until they find out where they will attend school this fall. In Brooklyn, Ron Lee, New York 1.
When live